Lord Robyn had departed the capital mere hours before the storm that had destroyed it. A stranger had warned him of Viserys's wrath that would raise the capital. How convenient it would be to have a monarch capable of controlling the weather. It would certainly tame these long cold winters and elongated summers. The summer breeze blew through the main hall of the Eyrie as the Lady Rachel Westerling sang softly to entertain Lord Arryn. Lord Robyn was captivated by her, as he was sure that was the lady's intention. Still, Lord Robyn was betrothed to Sir Harold Harding's daughter, Alice Stone. It was a compromise suggested by the Lords of the Vale. Rumours had swirled regarding Lord Robyn's parentage. His uncle Peter and Regent Lord were rumoured to share affections with his lady mother, Lysa Arryn. When those affections first occurred was anyone's guess. However, any weakness conveyed would greatly weaken his rule over the Vale. Lord Robyn should consider himself lucky. House Arryn traced their lineage back to the first men. However, the harsh lands of the Vale were sure to maintain House Arryn's numbers to be few, even as little as one, such as Robyn Arryn himself. Dozens of generations now resided in his blood, regardless of who his father must have been. His prolonged engagement to Alice Stone could not be put off much further, and Sir Harold was growing impatient. Now that Lady Westerling was present in the Vale, making her intentions known, it was likely to accelerate the expectations set upon him. There was little wrong with Sir Harold's daughter, but his hand was expected. Lady Westerling made Lord Robyn feel like a king at all hours of the day and night. Her constant presence was becoming known to the Lords of the Vale and to Sir Harding himself. He casually strolled into the main hall of the Eyrie. Lord Robyn had become accustomed to keeping the moon door wide open. Robins was so captivated by Lady Rachel's song, he had failed to notice Sir Harold Harding's entry. Her song was cut short, as Sir Harold noticeably cleared his throat.
Am I to assume there is good reason for your interruption, Lord Harding?
Lord Robyn spat, very clearly annoyed. Still, Sir Harold seemed aware of Lord Arryn's perturbed nature and little care he showed.
Please pardon my interruption, my lord. Word has been received from the twins, as well as Casterly Rock.
Sir Harold inclined, and Lord Robyn was worried. The captain of his guard heard his voice break. Robyn knew word had not yet been sent to Lady Westerling's father, Lord Baron, that she had indeed successfully escaped the destruction of King's Landing. Of all the annoyances Lord Robyn would have to deal with, an overpossessive father was not high on that list. Still, word would have to be sent. It seemed Casterly Rock was aware of her presence at the Eyrie. Again, the eyes of King's Landing held no secrets.
Ah, yes. What does Lord Tyreek have to say?
I am far more concerned about the twins, Lord Robyn, and for the life of their new liege lord, Brynden Tully.
Sir Harold replied, and this garnered Lord Robyn's attention.
How has Lord Brynden failed us now?
Lord Robyn asked, clearly annoyed at the River Lord's ineptitude.
Lord Tyreek Lannister had sent a garrison to arrest Lord Brynden at Lady Roslyn Frey's request. His mother had believed her son complicit in Lord Edmure Tully's death. It seems Lady Joanna Lannister also confronted Lord Brynden in King's Landing before the pair departed west separately. Tully men raided Lady Joanna's caravan, but they failed to capture her. Also reports Lord Baron Westerling.
Sir Harold finished his sentence, making eye contact with Lady Rachel at the mention of her father.
Lady Joanna is now safely under the escort of Lord Baron, and he inquires as to the safety of his own daughter, Lady Rachel.
I will write to Lord Baron myself and explain the situation.
He may be riding for the Eyrie soon enough.
Sir Harding's eyes shifted over to the Westerling beauty at the end of her tasteless comment. Robyn now feared the cat was out of the bag, so to speak. Lord Robyn desired the Lady Rachel, and no longer the politically convenient matrimony to Sir Harold's daughter, Alice Stone.
If we could speak in private, my lord, the word from the twins is far more delicate.
Lord Robyn rose and kissed the hand of Lady Rachel in plain view of the father of his once-betrothed. Sir Harold's ears turned red at this sight. Better he come to terms with the change of plans sooner rather than later, Robyn thought. Once Lady Rachel had departed the main hall, Lord Robyn was sure to keep the moon door between himself and the captain of his guard.
The Lannister garrison was a little over-eager in their pursuit of Lord Brynden. He was killed rather than surrender.
Lord Robyn scoffed at this realization. He covered his mouth in shock, and Sir Harold allowed the brief silence to set in. Robyn knew of all the lords in the Riverlands. Lord Brynden would never choose a noble death. He was a coward's coward.
How was he killed?
Lord Robyn asked, still feigning shock at the Riverlord's death.
He had barricaded himself. The Lannister soldiers attempted to smoke him out of hiding. He refused to surrender himself and died in the fire. He was identified by his sword, still sheathed.
Sir Harding finished again to hear Lord Robyn's involuntary scoffs.
This is something I will need verified at once, Sir Harding. If true, the Riverlands will find itself in a state of war with the West. You will immediately ride for River Run. I assume if Lord Brynden is alive, you will find him there. If, and only if he is found there. I will send word to Lord Fossaway. He is acting Lord of the Reach in Lord Samwell Tarly's absence.
What concern are these matters to the Lords of the Reach?
Sir Harding asked, and Lord Robyn was quick to reply.
Any aggression between the West and the Riverlands will undoubtedly involve the Reach eventually. It is better for Lord Fossaway to hear of the possibilities from us rather than from the Lannisters.
My lord, do you mean to involve the Knights of the Vale in the aggression between these two kingdoms?
Sir Harold asked with what seemed to be great interest.
I have no love for either kingdom. What I desire is proper behaviour between these two naive lords. We have a reputation to uphold, and I will not squander it on the behalf of one Brynden Tully.
We will ride at first light, my lord. How large of a host would you desire to set out?
I leave that decision to you, Lord Harding, but I only desire you to take your daughter on this journey. Perhaps she can convince Lord Brynden to behave.
Robyn insisted to Sir Harold's insult, but the captain of House Arryn's guard seemed to take the insult without the expected emotional outburst.
I will organize the men immediately, my lord, but my daughter will hear your rejection for herself.
Claimed Sir Harold as he stormed out of the main hall. A still mountain breeze could be heard through the moon door as Lord Robyn contemplated his situation. He desired Lady Westerling, although betrothed to Sir Harold's daughter. It was a compromise with the distant offspring of Jon Arryn. A marriage between Alice Stone would render the rumours of Lady Lisa Arryn's affair with Peter Baelish quite moot. It seemed a proper compromise until he was smitten by the Lady Rachel Westerling. Now the rumours of his parentage felt as much of a folly as anything else. Why should he deny himself? He was one of the most powerful lords in the kingdoms. Lord Bran was missing, supplanted by his nephew, Lord Eddard Stark. The Kingdom of Dorne was ruled by a princess, and the Tarleys of the Reach had just led their army to slaughter. North, West, South, and the Riverlands were in need of a strong lord for this generation, and the next. A marriage would strengthen the bond between the West and the Vale, something that Lord Robyn could not deny. The double doors of the main hall opened as the young Alice Stone presented herself to Lord Robyn. She had, no doubt, been informed as to the end of the marriage agreement by her father, Sir Harold. She walked to the edge of the moon door and addressed her lord formally.
I am told I should seek the affection of another, my lord.
You should. I apologise for the misrepresentation of my feelings for you, Lady Alice, but I am required to follow my heart.
At these words, Alice inched closer to the moon door, just enough to make the Lord of the Vale curious as to her intentions.
You will ride with your father to the Riverlands. There you may meet with Lord Brynden. If my assumptions are to be believed, you shall entertain him in any way he desires.
My lord is not suggesting I offer myself to the Lord of the Riverlands, is he?
Of course not, but the lady had much to offer other than her maidenhood. Just listen to your father. He will have my full instructions.
Alice's eyes welled at the ending of their engagement. They were betrothed for years. Perhaps she had denied the truth that rested so well before her eyes. She stared down the rocky cliffs under the moon door. Lord Robyn thought just for a second. She may take the news harshly enough to splatter herself on the rocks below. To Robyn's surprise, she simply bowed and gave the falsest of smiles.
As you command, my lord.
She acknowledged as she departed from the main hall. Robyn thought on her response deeply. He half expected her to end her own life, here and now. The only thing that concerned him more was the state of his cousin, Lord Brynden Tully. The coward must have found a way to escape the twins. Lord Tyreek was just as volatile as ever, but perhaps the joining of House Arryn and Westerlings would satisfy him enough to leave the Riverlands be.